Seriously, can the contrast be any more stark? You have Donald Trump in Tucson, Arizona, doing this.
You saw it.
And by the way, why are we like the only network highlighting that he does things like that at all of his events? On the other hand, let me show you the energy in Greensboro, North Carolina for the rally that Vice President Kamala Harris hosted. Here, play this clip. So on one hand, you have Donald Trump lying and saying that kids are going to schools and getting involuntary sex changes performed on them like this. Play the clip.
It's the biggest, because can you imagine your child goes to school and they don't even call you and they change the sex of your child? Think of it. And you know who
you have Vice President Kamala Harris in North Carolina saying this. Play the clip.
He who has vowed if reelected he will be a dictator on day one. He who called for the, quote, termination of the Constitution of the United States. And let us be very clear, someone who suggests that we should terminate the Constitution of the United States should never again stand behind the seal of the President of the United States. Never again. Never again. Never.
And so while you have Donald Trump saying that ABC is stupid and whining because he lost the debate, play the clip.
Never going to let that happen. We can't let that happen again. But when they had exit polls, 2016, and they said, oh, he's getting killed in the exit polls. And I remember NBC and that stupid ABC that did this horrible debate. Those two people should be fired as an anchor. A couple of more years, they'll be fired. And she was nasty. She looked at me with hatred in her eyes. And him, he's a nice guy. I mean, they were told to do it by George Slobodopoulos, who's in the group, right?
In contrast, you have Vice President Kamala Harris in North Carolina in front of a huge packed stadium saying this.
And we together understand the awesome responsibility that comes with the greatest privilege on earth, the privilege and pride of being an American. It's an awesome responsibility. That's right. That's right. That's right. That's right.
And I can keep showing you the contrast. I can show you Donald Trump saying this.
That I can tell you. So because we've done 2 debates and because they were successful, there will be no third debate.
And Vice President Kamala Harris saying this.
People who saw him every day, his national security advisor, his defense secretary, his chief of staff, and his vice president, all of whom have warned America Donald Trump is not fit to be president of the United States. And should never occupy our nation's highest office again.
Or how about Governor Walz and his incredible speech that he gave yesterday? Play the clip.
There's a lot of reasons, my God, too many to list the time we're here. A lot of reasons this guy shouldn't get anywhere near the White House again. But we have a responsibility, and Ken, to tell people what the alternative is, because what he did not do, he did not say one thing what he would do to make life better for the American people. Not once. Remember, after he came down his golden escalator, he said this would be easy. This would be easy. I would have a health care plan on day one. That was 9 years ago. But look, it's progress apparently. He has the concepts of a plan. I taught high school for 20 years. Every one of my kids, every one of my kids had a better excuse for not doing their work than that. They never told me they had a concept of the plan. So, look, on every single issue, Vice President Harris is standing on those issues with you and your family. It is clear Donald Trump has no plan for you. His agenda is about him. And the thing is, I will say this, while he didn't articulate it the other night, they've made it easy for us to know what they're going to do because they wrote it in a 900-page document called Project 2025. I keep asking this, who is asking for that agenda? Who is asking for that agenda? Who is asking except folks that want to take control over your lives? That's the only people asking for it.
And Donald Trump isn't done there whining all day about ABC and saying it's unfair and spreading these unhinged conspiracies. Now, Donald Trump's closest top surrogate and aide, somebody who could potentially become the Secretary of State, a press secretary, someone who would have a major role, Laura Loomer, is with Donald Trump. She makes these horrific misogynistic posts. She's a 9/11 denier. She says it's an inside job. She claims the assassination of Donald Trump could have been an inside job and actually reposts Donald Trump saying that as well. So while Donald Trump is out there praising Laura Loomer and bringing her around and doing all of that, he's posting things like this. He goes, people are saying that Comrade Kamala Harris had the questions from fake news ABC. I would say it is very likely the two so-called anchors were a disgrace to modern day journalism. David Muir should be ashamed of himself, as should Lindsay Davis, who I never heard of. But both were nasty and rude when they were making statements that they knew were false. As an example, the FBI said they didn't give all the information when coming up with the crime stats, making me right. Despite having to debate 3 people, polls firmly state that I won and easily. I felt that also, but no politician should ever do a debate with ABC News. They have proven not worthy, and hopefully an investigation will be done as to whether or not they gave debate questions to Comrade Kamala, whose best friend is a top ABC executive. If she did give the questions to Kamala, ABC's license should be terminated. Remember, Donna Brazile works for ABC and she gave the questions to Hillary Clinton. So Donald Trump leaning in on the Loomer-like conspiracies here, where Laura Loomer says that the answers were being fed to Vice President Kamala Harris through an earpiece, yet Donald Trump continues to also make posts yesterday that he claims he won the debate, and as a result, he says he's not going to do any more debates. I mean, again, with him, everything is rigged, everything's a lie, everything's a hoax. And by the way, after he got humiliated in the debate, what was he doing yesterday as well? He was making posts with AI cat memes of himself holding cats and ducks and geese running away from black people, and he was spreading a lie that Haitian migrants are going around Springfield, Ohio, killing people's pets and eating their dogs and eating their cats. And this is what he's been posting all day, post after post after post. By the way, here's Donald Trump with Laura Loomer, his top surrogate, who spreads this filth online. Play the clip.
She's actually...
That's my software. That says Trump 2024.
Thank you,
Thank you.
Yeah, you saw what I saw there, right? As Carl Quintanilla points out, in the past 72 hours, here's what we've learned. The biggest ever 1-month drop in online grocery prices, the biggest ever 1-week drop in shipping container rates, McDonald's extends the $5 value meal, Disney cut ad tier streaming price, gasoline futures imply an imminent sub $3 national average. That's just the facts right now, despite MAGA wanting to paint this dystopian figure. Also, can we go into some truthful facts? As Steve Ratner points out, Europe has given about $80 billion more aid to Ukraine than the US. Trump's numbers are brazenly fabricated and self-serving. Our friend Simon Rosenberg posts the following polling data from the past 24 hours. In the New Morning Consult poll, Vice President Kamala Harris is up 5. She clears 50%. In the Ipsos Reuters poll, she's up 5. In the YouGov Times, she's up 4. In the Ledger New York Post poll, she's up 3. In the SoCal poll, she's up 3. As he says, this is good data. We've also learned that Donald Trump's Bedminster Golf Club recently hosted a convicted January 6th rioter and alleged Nazi sympathizer twice this summer, where he was celebrated and gave speeches. At one event, Trump sent a video praising the attendees as amazing. And here he is right here winning an award for courage and valor or something like that. You don't get any more despicable than Donald Trump giving that award out right there. But folks, as I've said before, the contrast cannot be clear. Even look what Donald Trump was doing yesterday. And in a shameless attempt to hijack Taylor Swift's cultural influence, Trump is peddling knockoff Swiftie merch after Taylor Swift publicly endorsed Kamala Harris, exposing yet another desperate ploy in his chaotic campaign right there, ripping her off. Oh, you know what he's spending time doing yesterday as well? Announcing he's launching his own crypto right here. Here's what he's doing. Play this clip.
Join me live on Twitter Spaces at 8 p.m. this September 16th for the launch of World Liberty Financial. We're embracing the future with crypto and leaving the slow and outdated big banks behind.
But Donald, since you like to use AI, how about this funny AI meme right here? A Vice President Kamala Harris standing in front of you in a doctor's outfit in a white coat as you are in a psych ward wearing a straitjacket, saying they're eating the dogs, they're eating the cats, they are eating the pets. So strange. Anyway, hit subscribe. Let's get to 4 million subscribers together. Thanks for watching.
Real quick, Meta just changed their algorithm to suppress political content. Please follow our Instagram at MeidasTouch right now as we head towards 400,000 followers so you don't miss a beat.